game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touching.
Breaks into the open. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around and hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Lopez wants to fire. Finds the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. All right, let's get it. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now he's looking to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lopez to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best. Let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
29 Philly.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
The shot that clears will snap it on 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Cricket.
Trying play action. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out and get a big sack on 3rd down and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
You'll get it to about the 25 to make one stop at the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Lopez wants to fire. It's complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Gets it out quickly. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
And the Tar Heels will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
The Tar Heels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Strickland. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Third down play to open the period. He'll sneak it.
Third and one. Everyone knows it's coming. The quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job on the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
325.
Looking to throw on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Wants to go up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Lopez to pass. He's got him. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Brings up second down.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Hauled down with X as he picks up the first down. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking on the move. Fires to the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line. A big red zone opportunity here. Offense changing the play. Lopez wants to fire. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by a field goal over Cincinnati. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here. Guys,
thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it set up on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Chanticleers decide to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First down of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback making checks. Lopez to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Handoff from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on the first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Calls his own run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. X going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half. That's something really quickly you can go to.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Chanticleers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Chanticleers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. The offense will quickly use the timeout. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one.
play. Second down coming up.
On the double.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Come on, set.
Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the
Ball on the
clock.
clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Alert. Moves.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors for our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
They really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25.
4-2 Spider.
From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I think they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Cricket.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Taylor.
Now, when I blitz as a defense, I want to get home. I got to get to that quarterback, get him on the ground, not hit him as he's throwing, and he gets it off right here. Just a split second too late. Didn't get get to the quarterback in enough time. The quarterback did a good job.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. Turning it on. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Another shot's a clear.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Another shot's a clear.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards to make some holes?
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops the throw. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try.
Number 9 on the field goal.
He got it.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might be changing the route. Lopez wants to fire. Pumps it downfield. All by himself. Touchdown Tar Heels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed big house, but the maize and blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Cincinnati. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches are always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it in the 22-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's first. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job of his fundamentals.
Handoff to the lone back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Lopez to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He rifles one deep down the middle. Hauls it in. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. On the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the tailback. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense
give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And the Chanticleers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The inside handoff. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Complete downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Rides the back on the option again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs in.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tied in the red zone.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The Tar Heels backed up deep in their own end, trying to creep. There he goes. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 4.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us. And they're looking pretty impressive right now.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And this... does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead. They've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Can't connect on his first throw.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth-down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Back to throw, it's Fowler. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. At this point, the way things have gone in this one, they're probably not surprised. You make a play, and they wipe it out on the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Push down for the tackle.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Painter. The Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10.
And another Chanticleer.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And after that incompletion, they are left with a 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Fowler. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly. Still down by a good bit of points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working early on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Punch it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. He's going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Finds his man. It's Gonzalez. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen,
He's running free down the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Chanticleers line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Fowler. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
and that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. You start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That I'm talking to you. Yeah, bro. Hey, Hill gang though, nigga. Hill. I was talking to you, my damn controller.